Yo, this is Firstborn, another Dark Christ memoir. After a major day, man, the king has fallen and journeyed out of this earth and is about to continue his journey on another plane. And I thought about that major event, and uh, my thoughts faded back to the day before, and I just realized there was another king who fell. The king of South Carolina, the governor, Mark Sanford, man. And I just thought about how all these things are happening together and there are no coincidences, man. The only people who believe in coincidences are the people to whom the Spirit doesn't reveal the connection between events, thoughts, people, places, and things. But I was sitting here just going back on the thing with Mark Sanford, and I just thought about how that happened here in South Carolina. And I realized, a lot of people don't know how significant South Carolina is as a state as a part of the United States of America. A lot of people don't realize that South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union, and it was the last state to return to the Union. This state was one of the first places where the battles of the Revolutionary War took place. This state was the state that had the largest slave ports. Here in Charleston was the largest slave port of this entire nation, where most of all African Americans can trace their lineage back through South Carolina. This state is very significant when it comes to changes that have set ripple effects in the rest of the nation. And I thought about that, and I thought about Mark Sanford being the governor of South Carolina. And I thought about also how, people don't know this, but South Carolina, everyone doesn't know this, South Carolina also has been world renowned for its root workers, its witch doctors, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking about all that, and I'm starting to make these connections, man. And what I'm thinking about is how, there's going to come a day when we see that there is a direct correlation between people's connection to the spirit world and what things manifested in the earth. You see, because there was a time people would not go in certain areas of South Carolina because they knew that if they had dealt with certain ones of the root workers, certain of the medicine men and witch doctors, they knew that there would be a direct effect in their life, depending on how they dealt with them, and they feared them. And I thought about it, and to be real, the Creator started to show me, man, there are still root workers in the earth now. And even though South Carolina looks to be the least educated, the most highly povertized place, you got to understand that this place is very important, and sometimes how this state appears masks people from realizing that there are still majorly powerful root doctors working in South Carolina right now. And one day we will see that even events like Mark Sanford's exposure of corruption and infidelity and the literal severing of his political career was the result of the root doctors that are here and across the globe. But I want to focus right now on the fact that there are still root doctors here, and I'm not talking about the stereotypical ones waving little moccasins or whatnot or tambourines. There are root workers who are working the light of truth from the roots in the spirit realm. You got to understand something. There are powerful souls here in South Carolina, and it is the direct result of people who are operating from the other side, from the realm of spirit, from the realm of where all forces originate and manifest into the physical world, who are affecting how things turn up. And there are many souls who are working some major roots, but I'm speaking about the roots of the Creator, the roots of light, the roots of light that are rooted in the Creator, to where people who work those roots can bring them into the earth. Because when people work roots of light, it exposes corruption. Some of my friends have sent me an email about this Sanford exposure on the day, and it just rose up in me to write them back that, what I had saw in a flash of a vision was that it's very well may be that Sanford would have been a strong presidential contender. And what I saw was that because of people who are seeking to bring light in the earth, and because of the root doctors in South Carolina, Spirit moved on behalf of this nation on behalf of the root workers to sever his career before he could rise to that place. So, you know, the root doctrine is still in effect. You know what I mean? And one day, when we get past all of these distractions of our detailed routine life, we'll see how things are connected. But this is your boy Firstborn, just saying there's still root workers working the light of the Creator and redemption in their lives by the Spirit of the Most High. Yo, open your eyes up. Let the walls fall down, yo. Peace.